Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have a fun, quick stitch tutorial for you today. You are going to see this a lot in spring patterns that you see floating around on the internet. You're going to see this a lot in summer projects as well. It is the mesh stitch. It's a quick one row repeat, very easy to work up. So I figured that it would be appropriate, since you're going to see this a lot in patterns for this season, to just go over it so you know the mechanics. So when you start your project, you'll know exactly what to do. So grab your hooks, grab your yarn, come on back so we'll get to learn how to do the mesh stitch. Okay, so the materials that I'm going to use for my practice swatch today are my yarn. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver. You'll need a pair of scissors to cut the yarn at the end of your swatch, your darning needle for weaving in your ends, and I'm using a 5.5 clover or more hook for this tutorial. So you use whatever materials that you have with the recommended hook, and that's about it. So let's get started. All right, guys, so this is an easy one row repeat. So let's get into what your chain stitch is going to be. So you'll need to chain an odd number of stitches plus 3. So I'm going to do 13 stitches. That's my odd number plus 3. So I'm going to chain 16 stitches, okay? So just going to go through that. And if you need help on how to chain your stitches, I do have a video for that. I will put that in the description or up here on the video. So let me, because I can't talk and count at the same time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So make sure you try to chain relatively loosely. Let me focus in a little bit more so that it'll be easier for you to work in your chain stitches. Okay, the tighter they are, the harder it is to work in the stitches. So just make sure you're mindful of that. Let me zoom in just a little bit more so you guys can see. All right, so now that you have whatever number that you've decided to chain, what we're going to do is we're going to do a double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. So let's count our stitches. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I hold my thumb there so that I won't lose track of where I need to go. So we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to go right into that stitch there. Yarn over again, pull through. We should have 3 loops on our crochet hook. And then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. That's our double crochet, okay? So the repeat is you're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet into this stitch here. So double crochet into that one, okay? And then do that repeat all the way down your chain stitch. So chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and then work into the next with a double crochet. Okay. Chain 1, skip your next stitch, and double crochet into the next one. Okay. Chain 1, skip 1, work into that next stitch with a double crochet. Okay. Chain 1, skip 1. Now I'm on my last stitch. You may have to keep going depending upon how many stitches that you did for your chain, but I'm on my last one. So I'm going to yarn over and then work into that last stitch. Okay. And now you start to see that mesh that's formed there. Okay. So that's how you do that 1 row repeat. So now to go on to your next row, you're going to chain 4 and then turn your work. Okay. So to do your next row, you're going to skip this chain space. Okay. And now you're going to work right on top of your double crochet. So turn over if you need to so that you can see the 2 legs there. So you know right where you need to work into, right under those 2 legs. So you're going to yarn over. Make sure you know where you're going. Right on top of this double crochet here. And make your double crochet. Okay. Make sure you chain 1. Skip the chain space. Look for where you need to go on top of your double crochet. Yarn over. Go right underneath both of the legs. And then do your double crochet. Okay. Chain 1. Make sure you don't forget that. Look where you need to go on top of this double crochet. Yarn over. Go right in. Okay. Chain 1. Look for your next spot. You're going to skip that chain space. Look for your next double crochet. Yarn over. Go right on top of that. And that's how you create that mesh pattern. Okay. Chain 1. Look for your next double crochet. Turn over if you have to. Yarn over. Go right underneath both legs. And right on top of that double crochet. And then chain 1. So your last stitch, this is where I am, but you know, it may vary for you. But when you get to your last stitch, make sure you turn over your work, okay? And then you'll see the stitch where you need to go. You can count if you want. 1, 2, 3. That's where you need to go. So yarn over right into that space. Could be a little fiddly, but you see that I'm right underneath those 2 legs. Yarn over, pull through, and pull through, and pull through. So everything is nice and lined up. Okay. So now you just do like you did on the previous row. You're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and turn your work. And do like you did on the previous row. Very simple. Works are very quick. Before you know it, you're going to be done with whatever project you use this for. But you're going to go right, skip this chain space, and go right into that double crochet, right on top of that double crochet, I should say. And that's how you do the mesh stitch. I can never say that. But this is the final result. You can work up as, long as you want or however the pattern dictates. But now you have an idea of how to do the mesh stitch if you want to choose a top or a bag or whatever. Now you know the mechanics around what that stitch entails. So this is the end result. Nice and fast. I love it. It's reversible. Easy peasy. So guys, please consider liking the video if you found value in the tutorial, and consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you as part of the fam, and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified when my next tutorial comes out, or whatever it is that I choose to come back and talk about. You'll be notified as to when that will be. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.